Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Vikings versus Jets NFL Week 5 matchup on Sunday, October 6, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link directly below this video in the description. Of course, prices start $15, and you can always use the discount code PICK for 15% off any purchases you make. We also have products meant for people that make really big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that VIP concierge style service. These are our most expensive products, but if that's what you're looking for, these custom-made packages, just text the number you see on the screen. But let's get to this one. Of course, we've got the first London game of the year. We got an early start. It is the Vikings taking on the Jets. The Vikings, one of the big surprises this season, and the even bigger surprise, Sam Darnold, the QB for the Vikings, has been absolutely on fire this season. And, you know, the thing is, of course, playing against his old team, the New York Jets. Well, one of his old teams at this point. But the thing is, the team that originally drafted him top 5 in the NFL draft in the first round, the New York Jets, who cut bait with him and, you know, just didn't think he was their guy. But I think, you know, you kind of look at the way Darnold's playing this season, you say, well, maybe the Jets just weren't his team. And you look at the Jets this season, and the Aaron Rodgers-led offense averaging just 294.8 yards per game. That is 22nd in the NFL, while the Vikings D also ranked 22nd in the NFL, allowing over 349 yards per game. The Vikings' run defense, though, has been an absolute rock this season, and that's why the Vikings are so successful. They are second best in the NFL with just 75 rushing yards allowed per game. Meanwhile, the Jets' ground game struggling at 27th in the NFL at 91.5 yards per game. We look at the completions here and the passing game for the Jets. Really lower middle of the pack, 203.2 yards per game. And the Vikings' pass defense, I believe this is a little bit overstated. They are worst ranked in the NFL, allowing over 274 yards per game, but you have to take into account the Vikings are ahead in most of their games, and that's why teams are forced to pass on them. And the Vikings also lead the league in sacks, averaging over 4 sacks per game. So, and they're number 2 in the NFL in interceptions. So, like I said, while teams, have completed passes on them, they also throw a lot of passes on them, and it leads to a lot of positive Vikings, defensive numbers here. We look at the other side of the football here. The Vikings offense, the numbers don't really jump off the chart, and Darnold's, completion percentage at 68.9% is really good, and the Jets' pass defense has been absolutely stellar, but the run defense just really hasn't been there. So what you have in this game, the Jets' defense ranks second in yards allowed at 256.5 yards per game. What you have here are two offenses that are seen as somewhat one-dimensional, but the Vikings haven't had to pass a ton because, their run game has been so effective. And the same thing, the run defense hasn't been so good. And, the Jets' pass defense shapes up really good, but their run defense is terrible. I think what happens in this game is a lot of mucking around. I mean, that's just the way that this thing sets up. I think we're going to see a lot of sacks. We're going to see some sloppy play, of course, overseas as well, as we generally do. I like the under in the Jets Vikings, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.